And how does that translate to how you go about, I guess, coaching actual like young players? You know what I'm saying? Like knowing all these factors. You know, like
it's the experience of because, for example, how I first got into that part. You know, it's a rocky road when you're trying to come back to the what they call the working world, because they don't, some companies don't look at it as you were working.
Yeah.
So it's like another career.
You've been playing for 10 years. Like you're dicking around for 10 years.
Yeah, what's that point like? Like what was the point when you were on some like maybe there should be a transition, or you're on some like yeah, like I think, you know, it's time to hang it up to trying to ball on this professional level.
Well, so what was it for me is I was playing in South America. Like, so I was going back and forth between Dominican Republic and Mexico. And, you know, at the time the money was in the 12 to 15,000 range.
Right.
And at the end in the DR and in Mexico, I ended up making 9,500 my last contract, and I'm averaging 19, you know, for still kind of productive, you know, but I'm 35 at the time. So they offered me another contract the next year. It was like 4,500. I said, yeah, nah, this is it. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, like
you too old to be making that little money.
So I'm like, but you know, and I was like, you get paid by your stats and your production.
Yeah.
But, you know, for them, that's a leverage way, you know, versus age. And then I ended up finding that out because I became a assistant general manager and a head coach for FIBA also. So I ended up understanding what it's like in that office and how what owners want and how they, you know,
how they value things.
How they value things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that transition for me, I came back. It was difficult. I was coaching at Montgomery College. The first year I did it as a volunteer.
Oh, okay.
And then the next year, you know, was on the staff full. And, you know, just trying to figure out how, you know, the best way to put myself back into the working world rotation. And I saw the values that I just came from professionally, and it wasn't lining up what I saw with the high school. You know, like, and so it's a difference when you go from working with professionals to like amateur high school coaches. Like you can, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? And so now with that being said, let me get the best avenue I can, which I end up being in AAU, because now I'm not a high school voice and I'm not a college voice. So I can be really truthful and open and you know, give the goods without being sued. You know what I mean?
Early